Check it out, guys. I got it in the mail. Hot Ones, truth or dab. Tell the truth or suffer the wrath of the last dab. New game. Let's play it. You ready?
I'll kick it off. One thing that you're terrible at. Could be, dating, career.
The thing is, I feel like I'm good at all those things. I don't.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Here you
Honestly,
go.
I would rather take the sauce than admit to this. So, yeah.
Oh, my. The places that Pinky has been.
Oh, no.
You all right?
Okay, Welty. No, but if you want an all-expenses-paid vacation for two, who between us would you take?
I don't want to pick between either of you, so I want to be fair. So I don't.
You don't want to pick me, bro?
I don't want to make a choice between Brendan or you. So I'm just gonna take the sauce instead.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I hate you. Let's just start the show. Press play. I'll just start the show. Don't ask me no damn question.
oh.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
Dad is here, baby. Trinidad James.
And we have with us today Kofi Kingston. Woo! He is a championship wrestler many times over. He is a co-host of the New Day podcast, and he is a serious sneakerhead. Kofi, welcome to the show. We've been waiting for this one.
What's up, man? Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on, dude. I got the message. Someone asked me, hey, you want to be on Full Size Run? And I was like, they're asking me if I'm familiar with it. I said, am I familiar? I'm very familiar, man. I watch your guys' show quite a bit, so
Thank you, man.
I consider myself to be a rookie in the terms of sneakerheadism in a lot of different ways, even though
Coming in humble, okay.
But you got, you know what I'm saying? Because I watch you guys, and you guys are like connoisseurs. You know what I mean? Like y'all get deep into like the history of things. So I always appreciate watching you guys and what you guys do. So thank you for having me on.
Thank you, man. And we're going to get deep in your history specifically. But first thing, I want to talk about the sneakers everyone has on feet. Welty, I must know, what are you wearing today?
Shout out to the good folks in Germany sending over the Dead Hype X Adidas ZX 8000. I like them a lot.
What a ZX, man. What a ZX, man. My God, Welty. I'm wearing a shoe that none of you young punks have touched yet, and I'm so happy. I've been holding on to it. Shout out to my black-owned socks from my boy Brick Owens. He just dropped his first new socks. But the Cappuccino SB Blazers. Nobody's wore these. These are like a sleeper. Everybody who had these shoes,
Venti?
they just skated
Extra
them.
tall?
Nah, we're not going to do Venti. We'll keep it a little mid.
Okay.
You know me, I got these Nike Adapt BBs that just came out, the tie-dye versions. You know what I'm saying? I'm obsessed with tie-dye, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And I was on Dick's Sporting Goods, and I saw that they had these, the tie-dye Adapt BBs on there, and I was like, well, this has got to be a mistake. So I went and, copped it, and then I went on to the Nike site.
you were
like, available.
Furiously
like,
typing.
right away. I don't even know what I was on Dick's for. I was just sitting there. I'm like, let me get this BB real quick. But then I went on to the sneakers app, and they had tons, and it was available for like weeks. So I don't know what's going on and why people aren't copping this tie-dye, but I'm all about it. I got like 3 pairs.
I like that you didn't let the lack of hype deter you.
The Dead Hype.
Oh, all in, man. You know what? A lot of the sneakers that I wear, they're not on the hype train. You know what I'm saying?
There was no train.
There's no train.
So I like what I like. If I want it, I'll buy it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying, except sometimes if I want it, I will beg somebody who works at a sneaker brand for it. But I did pay for my shoes this week. Reebok, Nepentas, Workout Lows, the black ones. By the way, I want to mention this is another charity episode. If you click on the box here, you can donate to the Bail Project, which is on a mission to end mass incarceration here in the U.S.
And ladies and gentlemen, I always take a little time in the beginning of our shows to shine light on a different leader in the black culture. Today, we're doing Miss Eunice Kathleen Wayman, better known, North Carolina's own Nina Simone. God damn it.
The GOAT.
Mississippi, god damn. I'm talking about an activist. I'm talking about the leader of just setting the tone of speaking up for yourself and not being closed-minded, not letting being a woman slowing her down from being the boss that she is. And, she lived next door to Malcolm X. Her style goes across from gospel to R&B to soul to jazz folk. I mean, this woman is what you call untouchable. Nina Simone.
Absolutely. Let's talk sneaker news. The first thing we want to discuss is the Civilist Nike SB Dunk Low. Looks like this is the latest in a long line of hyped SB Dunks this year. It's heat activated. I actually don't know if you guys saw the video, but somebody put them in the microwave to get them really glowing. I feel like one of Matt Welty's friends is definitely going to grill these up with a kebab next to it. So
Maybe.
Are you guys feeling these? Kofi, are you big on Nike SB?
Yeah, you know what? So I'm big on the highs. I don't really, I like the way the lows look, but I feel like when I put them on, I feel just silly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they don't suit me, you know? So I wish they would start releasing all of these in the highs. I know they had like a bunch of lows, the Chunky Dunky, Grateful Dead, like the whole bunch of new ones.
But never the mid.
I mean, I rock a mid too. I rock a mid.
The mids are moving.
But the lows for me, just like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't look right on me. But I think these are hype, man. Like,
I was just about to say, boy, if you don't like this, we gonna have to hit the ring right now because this it says Kofi. You know what I'm saying?
Temperature's rising.
This is it, legit.
I'm not mad at this at all. Shout out to all the SB shops that are just what pandemic, what recession. Y'all are making y'all goddamn chicken, okay? Because they just keep dropping things that people are really into these low top SBs and low top dunks, even period. I'm not mad at it. You know, like do what you do.
Yeah, I had this this pair of Adidas shoes that came out last year. I know everyone's hyped on it, but as the same, like this was all black. It's heating up in here, but it turns red as well.
It's getting hot in there. Why is it hot in there, Welty?
Because I don't have a fan going on because we're fucking shooting full size running. We're doing it for the fans. But either way, not the first time it's happened. People know it's been on Stone Island jackets for forever, the heat activated technology. But next bit of sneaker news, if you want to talk about things that are hot and spicy, Kanye West at the end of the week, someone who's known to be a little hot and spicy himself, tweeted out a pair of Nike sneakers. As people know, Kanye West has his Adidas line, or his Yeezy line through Adidas. He said that these ISPA Road Warriors shoes, which are retail for $500, and Brendan Dunne hates them, absolutely. He said, good job, Nike. Keep on innovating. I need a pair. It reminds me of my childhood when I loved anime. How do we feel about Kanye West wanting a pair of sneakers? We know, I think last year he was spotted in a mall in China wearing a pair of ISPA shoes.
Kanye West was seen trying on a pair of Air Max 720 ISPA Nike sneakers.
Shoes hard.
Kofi, are you wrestling in these?
I don't think so, man. So I tried to wrestle in a pair of Presto acronyms before, and they looked fantastic, amazing. I almost broke both my legs, you know,
oh my God.
ankles, just because like they're just.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. Maybe I should have capitalized. I mean, you know, we could have made some money on that.
No cap, yes,
but,
capitalize.
To me, these look like they might like not be stable enough to wear in the ring. I like the way they look though. But honestly,
I
for
don't.
Kanye to be you don't like him really?
Y'all gonna put.
I wish this shoe.
This is what we're gonna do here. First of all, we're gonna put some goddamn respect on Nike name.
I have the utmost respect.
No, you don't.
This shoe doesn't need
no,
to
you
exist.
don't, sir. No, you don't, because you're not ready for the future. You living in the past, Brendan Dunne. I'm sick of your shit.
The problem with this shoe, though, is that it's a super like tech-heavy shoe that the innovation has no purpose on it. It's designed for the sake of design, and it's just so weird that you're making the most futuristic shoe. If you want to talk about the future, it's like, shouldn't all design have a purpose? It just feels like the shoe doesn't have a purpose.
And they cost $500.
Well, why does it have a purpose? I mean, we're not gonna go into the price.
If you're using tech on a shoe, the tech should, satisfy some sort of need. This doesn't do anything.
But I mean, does it matter though? I mean, to me, when you're wearing the sneaker, it's all about that look, right?
Have you worn? Have you went for a run?
You can't run in this shoe. You're gonna run in these?
Why would you not?
Where are you running to?
Bro, you're gonna run in those shoes?
Don't turn. Don't make a turn. Like,
Straight line.
See, y'all don't got no faith.
Look like it might. Don't make a turn
It's all
on them.
good.
But if you're going if you're running a 100 or a 50-yard dash, straight ahead, you don't have to turn, then you might be all right in these.
It's Zoolander shit. No left turn, right?
Oh my goodness.
Exactly that.
Hansel's so hot right now. Steven's so hot right now.
Kofi, if you kick someone in the face with that shoe, it might be like, assault with a deadly weapon, right?
Oh yeah.
If you are wrestling the BBs, you're gonna wrestle in this, sir.
But the BBs are secure. You know how the BBs
they lock in. I'm a fan. They lock in. I said it the first time we posted them up or whatever. I even got up early in the morning to try and get them. They sold out everywhere. I'm gonna grab a pair on StockX or whatever, because now I got to show y'all what time it is, because I'm sick of it.
I'm waiting.
So Mr. Kingston, I must ask, what was that first thing for you where sneakers like came introduced into your life?
Yeah, man. Honestly, for me, it was a situation where everybody had good sneakers and I did not. My earliest like sneaker memories were showing up. So you guys remember the Larry Johns that came out a long time ago, the LJs,
Grandma Ma.
Converse, the Cons.
Yeah, Grandma Ma.
Of course, he had a dress
yeah.
on. Shit.
So that was the sneaker. You know, I think I was in like 4th grade, and I showed up, and I'd gone back to school shopping, and I just picked out a pair of sneakers. My parents took me to pay less. Got a pair of like $20 sneakers, and I showed up, and everyone's like, "Oh, look, you got the LJs on. Are those the LJs?" I was like, "Oh yeah,
Killing
yeah."
them.
So I, from like the first period early in the morning to lunchtime, I was the man, and then we got to lunch. And then we were in the cafeteria, and then people started looking at my sneakers a little bit closer. And they said, wait a minute, they didn't see any Converse logos, they didn't see anything like that. Then I got clowned all day long. Oh, you got Bobos on. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I never was able to, have like name brand sneakers until I got to high school, and I went to Marshall's. Back then they had like a lot of like defective sneakers, and I got like a pair of just like Nike Force. They said like Force on the tongue. I've just gravitated towards like sneakers and sneaker culture, and then particularly with like wrestling, I could never wrestle in a pair of wrestling boots. It takes my athleticism down by like 75%. Like I do some pretty athletic things out there. You put me in a pair of wrestling boots, and I can't.
Bill DeMont tried it, right?
You don't feel bouncy.
Exactly,
you don't feel loose like you want to feel.
I started wearing sneakers in there, and at that point, I was wearing a pair of Q Vita Shocks. These are women's dance boots, but they were tight, because they were the boot. They zipped up on the side, and then
that's why he likes the adapt. He likes to hug his foot.
I like my ankles hugged. You know what I'm saying? Like I need them hugged.
I need that hug.
Yeah.
We all need a hug. Welty, you need a hug, man?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
What your ankles feel like, Welty?
Is Welty alive?
Bro, they feel pretty. They're
pretty. Why should be being held hostage?
Yeah.
Kofi, I want to ask you more about the Larry Johnsons, or I guess they were like the Larry Thompsons or something like that.
Came in late.
Did you throw them out, and did you replace them with new sneakers? Did you feel like you couldn't wear them anymore?
I threw them out right away. I couldn't go back to school. I couldn't show back up in class with those on.
What did you have when you went back to school? Were you barefoot?
No, it wasn't anything like name brand. It was probably some Payless something.
Being that like you're one of the style icons, I'd say, for a new generation of WWE superstars, but growing up, what wrestlers did you look up to? I remember like as a kid watching like Bret Hart. I used to like walk down the street, try to like unzip my jacket because he had like a leather jacket on and tried to be cool. Was there any like superstars that you used to look up to when you were a kid?
Style wise, it was all, I'd have to say Rick the Dragon Steamboat. Like a lot of the stuff that I wear, and then me and my brothers, Xavier Woods and Big E, we wear stuff that's like bright, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat always had some like extravagant outfits. If you go back and watch, he come out like breathing fire, you know what I mean? With a Komodo dragon. He had like a dragon headdress on that was like at least like 3 feet back,
I feel that. My spirit animals is like 3 wrestlers that like live in my soul, and Rey Mysterio Jr., Booker T, and Sting. Somewhere in between, I always sneak in a little bit of them into something I'm doing. I totally understand. Yeah. When did sneakers become dope sneakers become a part of your persona? When did you realize sneakers could be my dragon headpiece?
So when Nike came out with the ability to customize your sneakers.
Yes.
That was amazing to me because I would always spend so much time trying to find sneakers that were going to match my outfit.
Right.
When Nike ID came out, I could literally think about my outfit and be like, okay, I want a pair of Nike Shocks that's going to have purple Shocks and then, white uppers on the, you know what I'm saying? I could just customize every aspect of it. In fact, I wore so I used to have a logo that would have my face and the dreadlocks hanging out. I would always infuse that with a pop culture character. So there was one time where I infused my face with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And then I customized a pair of Nike Shocks actually to match. And then it said Stay Puft on the back too. So
how much money do you think you spent on Nike ID?
I don't even want to think about it, man. I really don't.
Six figures?
Don't want to think about it. It's probably getting up there now.
Are we writing those off on our taxes?
100%. Of course.
Also, I want to ask you about wrestling in Jeremy Scott sneakers because you've done that a lot. You talk about Nike ID, but you also have gone hard on those. Is that dangerous at all? You ever get a tiger tail caught in a top rope or something like that? I mean,
no.
it seems risky.
It is a little bit, but nah, man. Jeremy Scott's for the most part. You just have to make sure to like take big steps. Like
Wait, what? Like literally? Or
yeah,
you mean like
because,
stylistically?
No. Well, I mean, I guess a little bit
right?
of both. But like literally, like getting in and out of the ring. For example, the Jeremy Scott, I think is the 2.0s, the Golden Rings. Ordinarily, you get in, you step over the top, the middle rope, and you don't have to think about it. But with those, since they come out so far, like they clip on the back. So if you're doing a move that involves you like getting up onto the top rope or getting through the middle rope, like you really have to be aware of like
Big steps,
taking an extra like 6 inches, you know what I'm saying? And just take big steps, you know? So the Insta Pump Furies, right? So the
I might have signed it.
1 year.
You want the Grinch ones. You want the Grinch joints.
The Grinch ones, yeah, man. But what I didn't realize was that, so if you look at the sole, there's like a big arc, like right on the arc of your foot that comes out like a big chunk. And then in the middle of the match, I went to go springboard. That's like jumping to the top rope and then jumping right off, springboarding off. So I went to go do it, and the rope fits like just perfectly in between that arc. So I'm like, oh my God, like that could have been disastrous. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not used to that. Your foot will literally get caught, and now you're out there tripping in front of like thousands and thousands of people. And then what am I supposed to tell people? Oh, well, the sneaker had a little divot in the sole. Like nobody was gonna know what I'm talking about. They're like, nah, you just unathletic, man. You just bust your ass, man.
You don't do your push-ups. Your abs are fake. Okay, your abs are fake. You don't have a chest. Fuck.
You know?
Right. Exactly.
We have a podcast as well, and we had Mosh on there, and he was telling us that story about you, that he was like, I think maybe he was trying to tell you like, oh, like you'll send shoes sometimes, and you're like, yo, you can't wrestle in the shoe, like it's too crazy, like you want to wrestle in it, but you can't, or like what's the craziest thing you wrestled in?
I contacted him in the middle of the night. I was in the middle of a European tour, and I had the idea of putting a unicorn horn on the toe of a sneaker. And I said, dude, can you do this? And he's like, oh yeah, of course. But like talking to him now, apparently like it was a big deal to have to think about some adhesive that would be able to stick a unicorn horn and have it stay throughout the match on the,
A real unicorn horn?
It might be real. I don't know.
They sell unicorn horns in Seattle, you know?
Yeah, you got to go on the dark web, the dark internet to get that one. You know?
Hand over some Bitcoin.
Woo! There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Rest in peace, Silk Road.
What is another shoe that, when you wore it in the ring, like you're in the middle of a match and it's like, oh, these sneakers suck for this. They suck for whatever. What was another sneaker? Like, what I'm saying? What was another one?
Honestly, here's this. So the Fear of Gods, I've wrestled in about 3 pairs of those. And I didn't realize that you needed to go.
That's half size down.
Probably like a half size down, right? So there was one time where like I was in there, I think I had the orange joints on. I mean, it wasn't anything bad, but I just I wish I had the half size.
Exactly.
I had to be extra careful not to mess anything up.
Trust me, I went through that same thing.
And they're so expensive too.
Exactly.
I only bought 1 pair at the time, so I knew the next time that I wouldn't, what I mean? Like if I had 2 or 3 of them, I'm just like, oh my God, you got to worry about reselling them and like.
Wait.
On top of that too,
Have you ever resold sneakers?
I've probably like 2 pairs. But that's about it.
What were the circumstances?
But only because they didn't fit.
Oh, you need that strong 10.
Strong size 10.
I hear you.
Size 10, Yeah.
All right.
I gotta ask, do you ever get any sneaker advice from your man Wale? It seems like you guys are friends. He's obviously a huge sneaker guy. Do you trade tips? Just trying to make sure the tip isn't too soft. Are you connected like that?
You know what? We're pretty connected, man. We're pretty tight. He's been really a real big advocate of the New Day over the years. You know what I mean? We actually had a freestyle battle in the ring where he was the judge. I remember Wale, he and I were texting back and forth, and he's like, "Oh, who's your favorite customizers?" I was like, "Oh, Nike ID," and he could have clowned me. You know what I'm saying? But then he's the one who introduced me to Mosh.
Oh, really?
And then, also Dank, you know what I'm saying?
You think he got a commission?
Maybe Dank plus, yeah. So Wale had a bunch of sneakers made for us that were customized, and that was really how I got into like customized sneakers. I had no idea that you had people out there that were so talented and they dedicated their lives to making sneakers in a customized way. So that opened up a whole nother can of worms. Half my closet is now just like Mosh, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kofi, the New Day had their own sneakers with Fila. Obviously, there was that Puma WWE collection through Foot Locker. There's also been like LeBron's even done like Undertaker themed sneakers in the past. But how come we haven't really seen a WWE superstar get their own signature sneaker.
Yeah, I really don't know why that is, because I feel like a WWE superstar, you get so much visibility, you know? Obviously, like NBA players get visibility, you can actually see their faces. NFL players, not so much, you know, but I don't know what the reason is behind that. I mean, John Cena had his own joint at Walmart, you know, for a while.
Never forget.
You know what I'm saying? He had his own.
We need the Kofi line to
Cena
pay
had
less.
his own. Hey, throw it all the way back, you know? Again, like you there's so much visibility with
Invincibility?
us being out there. Vince, there's a lot of Vinceability too. Vince gives us our, I don't know, let's move on.
And when you look at most wrestlers, they usually wear their boots. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't, so you can't really expect Nike to think that you even care if you're not really putting it to them. You can't really name anybody before yourself who was just killing kicks in the ring, where Nike or Adidas or anybody that matters when it comes to sneakers would be like, oh man, maybe I should put a wrestler, give them their own shoes. So I think that the way that you're advocating, especially being a black wrestler, where it's not many, they're there, but as far as like ones with like success, the way that you guys have success, you know, I think that it's on the way.
Yeah, no.
He needs you to walk into Nike with him and give that speech to the brand on why he should.
I mean, with this hair right here, baby, I'll get any deal done with this hair right here, baby. Okay, I'm ready.
Got the PowerPoint ready.
You know what I'm saying? All right, I could be Don King. You know what I'm saying?
Once they see those in the Thunderdome, things will never be the same.
That Thunderdome is real, man. It's crazy. Of course, you know, like all of us who grew up in the 80s, as soon as we heard Thunderdome, who didn't think about Master Blaster? And who didn't think about Barter Town? You know what I'm saying? Who didn't think about Mad Max? You know what I'm saying? And for those who are watching who don't necessarily know what Thunderdome is, it's kind of a new way that, of course, you know, like since the pandemic hit, we've been having shows, but just in Orlando with no fans really. And the experience is like so enhanced. Now you can see, if you watch it virtually, your picture will also be displayed like in the crowd. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool so far. This past week was awesome, man. I think a lot of people enjoyed it.
Do you think about what shoes you're wearing when you're doing your podcast? Like, does that matter?
Honestly, I'm usually at my house, and a lot of times when I'm here, I don't wear like my heat here because my kids are running around with like paint and dirt.
They're young customizers. Young customizers.
Pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
That's
Customize your shoes. Wow, in the worst way.
Well, I like being close to my kids, but just don't step on my feet.
I don't want to jack you up, boy.
Kofi, by the way, every single week here on the show, we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said last week, as decided by the YouTube commenters. We make them switch out their shoes for something awful. This week, he broke the streak. It is Matthew J. Welty for the dip pun. Trinidad, you are safe. Welty.
What?
It's not a drip. It's not a flip or a skip. I'd say it's a dip under the sea.
Woo!
You have to take off your shoes and replace them with something awful. Please tell us who learned that distinction this week. We'll punish them next week. And my only question for you is, what are those?
They're like it looks almost like an Element React on the top.
How do they smell?
With like,
That's the worst punishment of all, is smelling those things.
Lord have mercy.
what's the term for someone who's a professional like sniffer? Because I feel like you could have that job.
Me?
Yes, you.
You ain't talking
That's
to me.
like
I
that's
don't
your
smell shit.
Goat shit?
We learning about you today. Is that you into that? You smelling some sneakers? Okay.
Y'all acting up in front of the company. Come on now, my brothers. So we also do a segment called Drip, Flip, or Skip. Drip meaning it looks good. Flip meaning that you resell the shoe because you won't wear it. And skip meaning we don't fuck with it at all. And the first shoe in Drip, Flip, or Skip is going to be the Union Jordan 4. Talk to me.
So, man, okay. So I know I'm probably gonna get some flack for this, but I'm not really like a huge Jordan guy, unless it's ones or like the 31 up. Everything else in between, I like, you know what I mean? Like 11. I just never. I think part of it was like growing up that like everybody else had them. And I did not, so I still feel weird like wearing a set of Jordans that's not, even like with ones, man, like I can only wear them for so long because of the support, or lack of support,
right.
You know? I gotta skip these, man. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of, it's a classic sneaker. I know.
We appreciate your bravery and honesty.
Welty has a goddamn Woody right now. Another person who doesn't like Jordans like him. He's hugging his waist right now.
I know we already talked about it. This shoe was dragged on the internet when it first came out because it was the picture we all saw was like shot on a potato. I wasn't one of those people. I said, let's wait. I like the whitish pink guava colorway that's coming out. And surprisingly, not for me, but look what's behind me.
A Jordan 1 box.
Maybe not for me, but
Not for
I don't know. I'm throwing all these wrenches in the system
Who snitches
right
on themselves and then like, oh, not for me. Maybe that paraphernalia was mine, but not for me.
Yeah, drip.
Brendan.
You know what? I finally came around on the shoe. I think there's some interesting design things going on, and it kind of continues the conversation that Virgil was having on shoes in terms of having the wear finish them off, whether it's cutting a circle out or cutting a stitch open. So yeah, the black pair, yes. The other one, not so much. I'm calling it a drip.
Yeah, what to call it? Same thing here, especially being the sneaker aficionados that we claim to be. We have to be able to give the designer the chance to get out the full vision. We kind of went haywire off of a crappy BlackBerry picture. I can apologize for that. I'm a grown up. These are drip. I paid for mine today. Continuing, Sean Witherspoon, Times Adidas, shoe number 2. Yeah, Brendan, I know you like to hear Sean's name. Drip, flipper, skip.
You know what? I still think his Nike work is his best work. I think the shoe is very true to Sean in that it's vegan friendly and environmentally conscious, but I don't need him. I'm calling it a skip.
Yeah, surprised that Brendan doesn't want a vegan sneaker. But huge Adidas guy myself, but I don't really need a pair of superstars. Can't really picture myself wearing them.
Super skip.
The idea of like having like strings hanging off of it is a bit like, remember like 2005 when your jeans were too long and they'd like drag and like rip on the pavement. Kind of gives me a little bit of that vibe, so it's just a skip.
I'm gonna flip these, man, because I feel like a lot of people would like these, and I like the fact that they have stuff kind of hanging off because you just, there's something like, I guess, artistic in the difference because like you're supposed to have a sneaker that's like kempt and prim and proper, and there's not supposed to be anything hanging off. So I like the freedom of these sneakers.
Okay, shout out to one of the biggest rappers in Atlanta, new rappers, 06. First of all, these are drip. I like what Sean does. He stays true to himself with the right pair of pants or whatever it is, a hit right, so you can just see the strings from the shoes hanging from the bottom. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. It's a drip for me. Sean, keep designing, man. Keep designing. Moving forward in shoes, we have the Noah Time Adidas SL20. Welty, I know that this gives you a double Woody. Talk to me.
No, I like these. I think we saw that Noah was doing a collab with Adidas. Thought a lot of people would like it. I liked it because there's another shoe, SL72, right up my alley. I actually like the running shoes though. I think I want to try and get a pair, but it's going to be really hard. But I want to try and get them. Drip.
All I can say is it's only really hard depending on who you are. And Welty, I am in your alley right now. I don't need them because I already got the other pair.
Oh, wow.
Yep. He couldn't wait.
Real.
The level of petty.
The audacity.
Jesus.
Wow.
I don't know. Adidas doesn't talk to me anymore, so I don't know. Maybe they should hit me
He
up.
done cussed out everybody from video gamers to athletes, and he wonder why Adidas don't talk to him anymore. He's the Nina Simone of sneakers. He just don't know it. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm a drip these, man. Because I'm a big fan of like running shoes too. I'm a big fan of Ultra Boost. And I know these aren't Ultra Boost soles, but I'd be interested to see how these feel. I think Adidas does a really good job with their running shoes,
I'm gonna say flip. Noah can't do any wrong to me, but Adidas definitely can. So, Mr. Kingston, we also do outfits, and I don't think it's any better outfits to do than yo goddamn outfits. Outfit number 1.
Okay,
with the gang, Ian Zay. What's up? Come on the show.
This is WrestleMania, man. Last year, WrestleMania 35, becoming the first African-born WWE champion in the history of the business, so it means a lot. That is probably one of my favorite outfits of all time. And of course, like the sneakers too, Mosh nailing it with the designs and everything. So this is a drip 100%. I could never flip this. I still have all of my wrestling gear. People ask me all the time, oh, will you sell this piece? Will you donate this piece? I don't give anything away. I hoard everything. So, I would never flip this. This is drip all day long, all day.
Yeah, monumental moment in wrestling and your career, and you're wearing pretty decent shoes to do it, so it's a drip.
Is it a flip? Maybe if we're like flipping off the turnbuckle or something like that, flipping through the air. No, you talked about getting. I got one more.
I got another one.
You talk about getting things off the ground, and here you are flying high, literally off the ground. I'm gonna call it a drip.
Being a young wrestling fan growing up and not really seeing many, wrestlers of color. Period. It just wasn't a thing. This is the biggest drip ever, ever in life history of drip. Outfit number 2.
Oh,
you can't use Africa as an excuse now. Africa ain't got shit to do with this, man. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Hey, this is Christmas, man.
Were you naughty or nice this year?
Probably a little bit of both. You know what I mean? But look at the sneakers, though. We got my SBs
yes.
on.
Ugly sweater joints.
Ugly sweaters on. But if we talk about the whole outfit, I mean, I can only drip this one day a year. I just do it because I try to pop myself. I try to entertain myself at my wife's family's house. That's all this is.
Okay.
Gotta impress the in-laws.
So they got a wall that's an American flag. What a family. What a family.
I'll drip them because I can't. I'll drip them.
Okay.
Look like you're about to wake up on Christmas morning and eat a bowl full of Bootios before you open up presents. I'll give it a drip.
Hey.
Extremely committed drip. I am here for it.
I am not going for that. I'm not going for it. I'm not going.
Are you not a patriot? Do you not like
This has nothing to do with the flag. It's nothing to do with the flag.
This is America, baby.
It's all about that goddamn suit.
Come on, man.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
He said what he said.
You would wear something like this.
The verdict is in.
I love you, brother. I always will. You the motherfucking man. But nope. No. Moving forward.
Hey.
John Stewart looks like the
whose
emoji.
outfit are we talking about?
He looks like the emoji, the disco emoji.
John Stewart is here. It's a drip. That's all I know.
It's a drip, man. It's got to be a drip. Look at John Stewart. This is what happens when you are infected with the power of positivity. You get to be in the ring with the New Day. You get to swivel in your hips. And you just don't care, man.
Hey.
You don't care. Look at him. You ever see John Stewart shake his hips like
Nope.
that?
I didn't even know he had hips.
New Day,
Hips don't lie. There it is.
You see?
Hips don't lie.
You see? Every outfit in the ring, that's a drip.
Big drip. What you call it?
Yeah. Drip.
Unanimous drip.
Hey.
Drip.
Kofi, by the way, before we get out of here, we want to breeze through the comment section and see what people have been saying about us on YouTube for the past week, which is always a fun time. So I'm going to read a few off here. We have one from Just Jordan saying, I really want whatever Welty is drinking every week. Shit looks refreshing. Welty, what's in the water bottle?
BCAAs.
I don't know. Is that banned by any athletic governing body, or is that you're clean?
I'm clean all the way, man.
All right, we have
That's
JCJ Hende saying, sometimes I just like to pretend I'm answering these questions so I can practice for when they invite me on the show. I would say keep practicing. Evan Belmont says, I started college in a different state about a week ago, and I haven't really made any friends, but this episode reminded me that I always have my boys Trinidad, Brendan, and Welty. Thanks for being there every Thursday, no matter where I go. We're here for you, but also get into some icebreaker games. Maybe talk to the RA, do a little bit of mixer activity. You'll figure it out, Evan. And if you want to send any message to Kofi, just hit him up on Cameo. You got to pay for that.
Hit me up on Cameo, baby.
Hey.
That's right. I just got on the Cameo, man. And the crazy thing about I've been on the fence for it for a while. Big E's been on Cameo since the jump. What was the tipping point for me? I'm sure you guys heard about Shad Gaspard and how he tragically passed a few months ago. So a portion of my benefits will go to his son. But yeah, any shout outs, bar mitzvahs. I just did a bar mitzvah the other day. You know what I'm saying? Anything, you wanna get insulted.
You need a text from John Stewart for that
I wouldn't
one.
have wore that suit. That's for sure.
Keep that in the family. Keep that in the family.
This has been another episode of Full Size Run. May I add, the penultimate episode of the season. We're going on break soon. More about that soon. I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Yeah, baby, Trinidad James. Better go get Black Filter, the album out now.
And with us here was Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. You can follow me on that Twitter, at True Kofi. Follow me on Instagram at The True Kofi, and again on Cameo, baby, for all your needs, baby.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my kids.
Guys, I really want you to subscribe. Subscribe. Get us 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, the Soul Collector YouTube page. We work hard for you. Work hard for us. Let's support each other. We're a community together. for the right reasons. Subscribe. 500,000 subscribers. Get us there. Welty, what do you want from the community?
All season, we've been donating to the Bail Project, which helps fight against mass incarceration in the United States, and I want everyone to keep donating to it and keep fighting the good fight. Brendan, what do you want?
I want everybody out there to download the Soul Collector app because it is the best tool for price comparison on the secondary snooker market. Get that right now. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Get us right.
Do it.